evening, everyone.
Hello there. Uh, well, it's the last weekday in the week. I think the 5 days have gone quite quickly, haven't they, Fred?
Very fast, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this the last night?
This is the last night. It is indeed. We'll just say that we are doing, well, we have some plans in mind for later on. Of course, you know that we'll soon be into March and Easter is then very, very close. So we're thinking we'll do something coming up to Easter. We don't want to coincide with maybe some other things that people would be involved with or want to be following and things would want to coincide with them. So we'll try and work out when would be the best time. But we'll do some Easter hymns and songs coming up to Easter. And so we'll just have to start on the list. So if any of you have anything to go on the list, you can let us know. Now, tonight's song is And Can It Be, if you were there in time to see the title. And again, one of those loved songs. We've known it for a long, long time, and gosh, it's just one of those ones that you'd never get tired of singing. And so we're going to do it tonight. It's quite long, isn't it, Fred?
It's a little bit longer.
It is a bit longer, so
It's good.
we'll...
Verses, 5 verses? Whoa.
Yeah, it was good. Chorus as well, you see.
Yeah.
Not like these newer songs now. Sometimes you just have a verse, a chorus, and then a verse and then a bridge and a chorus. And that's it, isn't it? They knew how to write them in the old days. They wrote them good and long and very scriptural. So again, talking about God's love and the question, and can it be? What is it? And can it be that He loved us and that Jesus died for us? Okay, so we'll sing the first verse as normal, won't we, Fred? And the chorus, because we think everybody will know that. Then we'll put up the words and get you all started on that.
Hopefully you can sing along with us.
Yeah.
Once you see the words from the second verse onwards. And can it be that thou shouldst gain an interest in the Saviour's blood, fighting for me who caused His pain, for me who went to death pursued, amazing
few hand signals going on in the background, and I'm not quite sure exactly where she's going back to, but never mind.
We didn't quite interpret each other properly that time. We normally know what we
normally-
each mean.
I know.
You know, because whenever you've been singing together since you were teenagers, and Fred's been leading worship since. Yeah, up in front of church since he was in his early 20s. By now, I've got used to what he's going to do, and he mostly knows what I mean if I'm motioning something. But we made a mistake tonight on that. Oh, dear Fred, after all these years, do we not know each other as much as we thought we did?
What do you think of that, Arthur? Yes. Bit making mistakes like that is terrible, isn't it? Good to see Arthur McLaughlin with us
Arthur on
tonight.
again tonight.
And
Oh, dear.
who
Yeah.
else? Cindy?
And we don't mind it if anybody makes fun of us because we make fun of ourselves. Now,
Cindy Paxton.
and some, yes, and well, somebody requested that one. That was Sylvia requested that one, so I hope Sylvia's on tonight. And if you're there, Sylvia, I hope you enjoyed it. And sorry we made a mistake on it, but I'm sure you were singing the whole way properly through. And then the next one that we're going to do hasn't been requested by anyone, but it's one of our favourites. And again, it's one that's straight from Scripture. And whenever I was doing the memorisation ones, it was another one that we did for that. So I'll tell you where it's from. It's from 1 John, is it 1 John 3 and 1 or 1 John 1 and 3? Now I'll get them mixed up. But it's from 1 John. And it's lovely words. Isn't it, Fred?
Absolutely. It really tells us about God's love again. And it's hard to imagine that we could be called sons of and daughters of the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, but because of His love shed abroad for us, we can be part of the family. Behold what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us.
And I'm sure you know it. So we'll go through it and then we'll put up the words in case anybody doesn't.
Behold, what manner of love the Father hath given unto us. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath given unto us, that we should be called the sons of God, that we should be called the sons of God. Oh, what manner of love the Father hath given unto us. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath given unto us, that we should be called the sons of God, that we should be called the sons of God. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath given unto us. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath given unto us, that we should be called the sons of God, that we should be called the sons of God.
Praise God.
Beautiful one again. And, we love singing them, and we know that there's so many of you love singing all these songs as well. All right, Fred, but sometimes we do too much singing in the day, and then we get a wee bit hoarse. Then we get a wee bit tired, because we don't just sit here and sing all the time. Sure we don't, Fred? Should we tell them a wee secret?
What's that?
Tell them, we mostly sing in the kitchen, don't we? Because we just start singing whenever, we feel like it. And Fred usually has my guitar sitting in the kitchen, and he'll grab it and play along, won't you? And then sometimes we'll say, oh, right, let's get something on Spotify that's new that we're listening to. And then what happens next, Fred? He's not going to tell me.
Anne-Marie's going to...
Is Anne-Marie going to... Is Anne-Marie guessing? Yeah.
No.
We start dancing around the kitchen.
Why not?
And we were trying one day, trying to get a bit of exercise. No, whenever the weather was really bad, and we couldn't get outside for a walk. We were trying to get a bit of exercise, and so we thought, right, we'll put on some waltzes. So we asked Google. We have that wee Google thing, and we said, hey Google, put on a Strauss waltz. And so Google put on a Strauss waltz. What was it like, Fred?
Google's not very smart because it didn't sound like a proper waltz at all. It was far too fast. I certainly couldn't dance to it, although I wouldn't be the best of person at dancing or trying to do a waltz at all. But you certainly couldn't have danced well to that.
It was one of those. I can't remember what they call them, but there's the real fast waltzes and that. So we kept saying, Siri, the next one. Sorry, the next one.
Google.
Google, the next one. And they just were all so fast that in the end we just had to start jiving to them instead. So we were going around the kitchen, giggling our heads off, so we were. And I think whenever we mentioned it to the kids, and we thought something had happened to us, you know. We were getting worried about us. But it's good to have fun, isn't it? And especially at this time. We need to keep our spirits up. We need to have fun. Need to sing and praise.
So don't forget to take a little bit of time every day just to give some praise and worship to the Lord and thank Him for all the love in your life, whether it's love from family, love from friends, most especially love from the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. We sing out with one more of Behold What Manner of Love.
Okay. Night, night, everybody.
Good night and God bless you all.
Behold, what manner of love the Father hath given unto us. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath given unto us. That we should be called the sons of God. That we should be called the sons of God. That we should be called the sons of God. That we should be called the sons of God.
Good night and God bless to everyone.